This is my practice room, and I come down here. It's in the basement of my house and spend some time. I usually play the drum set a little bit, and then the piano, and then I work on the bass. I'm excited to be here in this area, and I try to come down here as much as I can. Uh, a keyword playing music is play. Children like to play, so to have an attitude of being like children while playing is very important. My name is Henock. I'm a bass player and music educator, and this is my practice room. So when I come to my practice room, the first thing that I do is play on the drum set. I'm not a drummer, and I don't intend to play drums on gigs, but I find it very important for any musician to play some percussion instrument, whether it's a drum set or congas. Will give us an insight into rhythms, will make our rhythm stronger. A lot of the great pianists and sax players, some of them, like Michael Brecker, pianists Keith Jarrett, Chicoria, Gonzalo Rubalcaba, all these people play drum set as well. And I've heard a lot of them say that it helps them in becoming a better musician. So it's good to play the drum set. And one of the common rhythms on the drums is the 4/4 time signature, meaning there is 4/4 beats to every bar. So I'm gonna fool around on the drums and play a 4/4 groove for you. So the piano is a very important instrument. As a bass player, we don't play, as bass players, we don't play harmony on our instruments, so it's good to have a little bit of knowledge about harmony by playing either guitar or the piano. And I like the piano because it's very easy to play. Any child can press the buttons and get a sound. And I was just noodling on the piano. I have a little interesting story about this piano. This piano is, it says, the name is Pease, P-E-A-S-E, was built in 1889. It's written right in there. And I bought it from an elderly woman in New York City. And I moved 2 places in Harlem. And this piano wouldn't go up the stairs because I lived in brownstones in old buildings. It wouldn't go up the stairs, so they have to use a crane and take the window out. So I have to do that with this piano 2 times in 2 different apartments. And then when I moved back here to Ethiopia, I had to have it shipped. I'm going to put it in a ship, in cargo, and bring it here. So playing the piano is a lot of fun. And since I'm also a music educator, I need to know harmonies so I can explain it to my students. And the piano is very easy and straightforward. Today, I'm thinking of explaining my theme song on the YouTube video. There's a theme song that I play. It's my own composition. I want to talk a little bit about that. The name of the composition is Diaspora, which I am. I lived in the States for many years. As an Ethiopian living there, I was a diaspora. And the reason I named the tune Diaspora is because As diaspora, we have two cultures. Our own cultures we take from our country, and by living in a foreign country for many years, we also absorb a lot of the cultures that we find there. So this tune has a mixture of both. With Ethiopian music, we have the pentatonic scale, which is 5 notes, combination of 5 notes. One could be this one. So this is the main part of the first part of the melody. It's an AABA form, and the A part of the melody is the Ethiopian part, and the B part is the diatonic notes, which is the whole. I'm using the whole scale and more. So that's the what I absorbed by living in the States. So there's a mixture of the Ethiopian scale and the Western scale, we can call it. So this is my workstation. In this area I have my laptop with backing tracks of different jazz standards. And I have also a speaker, and I have my favorite bass. Of all my basses, this is my favorite. It's a Fodera bass. Two guys in Brooklyn make this bass. It's a 6-string bed. The 4 strings in between are EADG, and there is a low B and a high C. But this bass, I have tuned it a whole step down just to get more bass sound out of it. And depending on what I need to do in my bass practice, I do different things. Sometimes when I'm playing with singers, for example, I have to learn new songs. So I learn the new songs that I'm supposed to play with the singers. So I spend time doing that. And other times I play jazz standards, or I play different grooves and I practice my groove playing, because as bass players, that's our main job. And a lot of times also I have fun playing, just improvising on top of chord changes. And today, what I've decided to do for you guys is I'm gonna play a tune called Impression by John Coltrane, the legendary tenor sax player. So I have the music here. I'm gonna play the melody at the beginning, and then I'm gonna play the bass line, or walking bass line. And then after that, I'm gonna just improvise. And since the theme of today is being like a child, I'm gonna just take chances and do different things all across the bass. And I try to use a lot of ranges from all over the place. So I try to do whatever comes to my mind. And it could be nice or it could be so-so. It doesn't matter. The main thing is I'm gonna go for it. Thank you for spending time with me, my practice room. See you next time.